Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to present about NPD project, which is our new development project for our ENT 600 subject. So here we are presenting our product, which is a ChemiTumbler. I am Faiz bin Muhammad Zaman, and together with my friends Umi Amira, Haring Aslinda, Nur Umira, and Nur Mayang Tirana. So first come first, let me introduce our product. As you can see in the slide here, this is actually an existing product of self-heating tumbler. This product is called Amber, and the technology is actually use a microprocessor, and this is actually an electronic device. However, there are some drawbacks in which is the Amber technology needs to overcome, in which is first, the battery will be drained fast. The second one, it encounters some safety issue. The third one, the electronic part is possible to fail. And the fourth one, it is limited to hot drink only. So next slide here, you can see the price of one Amber travel mug is almost $150, in which if we times by 4, it is equivalent to 600 ringgit Malaysia. So by having that issue, we are introducing our ChemiTumbler, in which use a chemical thermodynamic reaction in order to self-cool or self-heated the beverage inside the tumbler. The beverage can be cooled down to freezing point by having endothermic reaction of ammonium chloride with water, and it can also be heated up to boiling point by having exothermic reaction of calcium oxide with water. The price is surprisingly lower than the Amber tumbler, which is just 50 ringgit, due to the fact that this tumbler does not involve in any electronic part. So the next one, I will explain about the problem statements and some issue. As you can see here, problem number one, a drink becomes cool by time. From my previous research, actually, this cool drink, especially for coffee, is give bad taste if they are at a room temperature. Second one, the problem is the thermos eventually produce some uneven heat and don't keep drink at our desired temperature. So by having this uneven heat, it will burn our tongue. There are one issue related to coffee. One of the customer buy the coffee through drive-through. However, the customer accidentally spilled the coffee on her lap, and she sues McDonald, and she won $3 million due to her injury. So due to this problem, McDonald's had put label of caution hot drink at their hot cup to prevent the issues. So the third problem is existing self-heated tumbler like Amber technology, as I mentioned just now, is some limitation in which is the first one it's limited to self-heated only. The second one, the price is quite high, in which I mentioned just now is around 800 ringgit Malaysian. And the third one, the electronic device might fail, and there are some issues related to safety, in which the tumbler that use electronic part will have problem like failure and electric shock.
Now I would like to present about the venture opportunity screening analysis, or known as VOSA. For the market, the demand is growing due to this reusable beverage container is very popular among this day to keep drinks at the ready and can be enjoyed on the move. So ChemiTumbler has high potential as market driven for our company in order to attract customers in recent high-tech world. You added, ChemiTumbler has average potential in the market. A few companies have already introduced the self-heated tumbler, thermos, or even mug. However, in order to be unique and different from others, ChemiTumbler Technologies Sdn Bhd developed the heating and cooling system using chemical thermodynamic reaction instead of using electrical coil that produces a lot of problem like electric shock, high cost, and also possible of failure. Next, we go to for the value added. To provide high value to our product, ChemiTumbler also expand the value of this tumbler by adding self-cooled feature instead of just heating it. The only problem for ChemiTumbler is that the chemical used in heating and cooling the drink only can be used once, which means the chemical need to be changed each time the new heating or cooling is required. Then, for product durability, ChemiTumbler has a relatively long continuous useful life since it uses chemical thermodynamic reaction system. The inner water compartment of the tumbler also made of stainless steel that also increase the durability of the tumbler. And for the market size potential, ChemiTumbler has a high potential market, especially in Malaysia. No company that produce such product like ChemiTumbler in Malaysia. So we as an entrepreneur grab this opportunity to launch such benefit tumbler in Malaysia. So in Malaysia, our target markets are workers, coffee lovers, busy students, potential coffee shops, and even the housewife. To the market growth rate. ChemiTumbler also has a potential in market growth rate, but as a new product in the market, the growth rate will be less than 10% due to the challenge that we face to attract coffee lovers from buying their coffee at cafe to making their own coffee by using our tumbler. Okay, we have to identify our target market, which is the target market for ChemiTumbler is focusing on beverage or coffee drinker. The increasing number of people who would like to try coffee as the number of premium coffee places are increased, such as Starbucks, Coffee Beans, and also fast food, which is also have the coffee house. And from one of the survey research, the average of Malaysian who consumes coffee is 2.34 cups daily. the market size and trend, first we have to understand the market size and trend to assume the probability of acceptance of the product by the customer, whether the product can stay longer in the market or shortly will be rejected by the customer. First, we have planned that first we will target on the coffee drinker itself, and slowly we will introduce our product to the well-known coffee house branches so that they can distribute and promote our ChemiTumbler. Alright, as shown in the table, it's the market size, which is 20% increment annually from 2019 to 2021. So the total market size in 3 years is 1.98 billion. For the product strategy, the product quality, product design, warranties, after sales service, life cycle of the product, and also the brand names. The main objective is for the product to reach the customer satisfaction and what they think about the product, what they expect from the product. The criteria of our product, it is convenient and ergonomic, which is very important to make our customer to be comfortable to use and to bring our ChemiTumbler everywhere. So for the pricing strategy, the company has to compete with the vast scale of competitors and gain profit by selling the product. So we have to consider the production and manufacturing costs, transportation costs, and the proposed price by the other competitors so that we can compare our price so that it will be acceptable. So we have choose the economic pricing strategy for our product because our product can be considered affordable by our customer for all age. Hi, I'm Umi Amira. So these are the company that have a similar product with us. So the first competitor is Amber, which is found in 2010 by inventor entrepreneur Clay Alexander from America. Amber has advantages and disadvantages. It keeps drinks at a perfect temperature all day long, and it is an adjustable temperature tumbler and also connected with a smartwatch that can show the current temperature of the drink. However, the power source of Amber only limited to battery power supply, and it is limited for hot drinks only. And as mentioned by Faiz just now, Amber has a very expensive price, which is when converted to Ringgit Malaysia around 600, while for Glowstone, next is Glowstone, which is created by Intelligent Glowstone by British. The advantages of Glowstone, it keeps drink hot all day long, which is similar to Amber. It is lightweight, using a wireless charger, and the base is cool. When even if the drink is hot, the base of the mug is still cool, so it's not dangerous, and it considers safety as well. Instead of a smartwatch, Glowstone has a light bar indicator to show that the drink is at ideal temperature, and it does not show the exact temperature of the drink like Amber. However, Glowstone also has its disadvantages, which is the temperature is not adjustable and limited to hot drinks only. For our product, which is ChemiTumbler, the ChemiTumbler does not require a power source like Amber and Glowstone, but instead it uses a chemical uh, to to heat and cooling the drinks inside it. And furthermore, it is more cheaper and affordable compared to these uh, other mugs or other tumbler. However, ChemiTumbler has also one disadvantage, which is the chemical that used to heat and cool the tumbler can only use once and need to be changed each time after use. That's the customer trend canvas. Uh, it helps to collect information and analyze insight about the trend of consumer in order to open a window of business opportunities. And it can be built out in a framework form to give a clear understanding and to figure out the best way to launch the products and services to the customer. And this is the form of the CTC. The first one is basic needs of consumer. It's subjected to the desire and needs of customer based on their behaviors, condition and satisfaction. Promotes a new lifestyle of living. And the first one is convenient, where it can be ChemiTumbler. It can easily bring their tumbler everywhere, where they can make their own hot beverage everywhere. And our ChemiTumbler is also creative, where it has their own latest design with attractive features to fulfill their customer needs. And it's also affordable, where it's come with a good quality to make sure the longevity of the product duration. And it also freedom, where it consumes less time to make their own hot beverage rather than spend their own time to buy from the cafe or restaurant. The second one is emerging the customer expectation. Customer tends to set their own expectation of a product based on their needs and desire. They want a product that can ease their daily life. ChemiTumbler is a convenient product as it is easy to carry everywhere and it helps in time saving. This tumbler is designed attractively by our engineer to ensure the design are compatible with our customer expectation. Uh, the most emergent features that is beyond customer expectation is self-heated and self-cool system. The third one is drive of change, where we drive by the advancement in technology, innovative and creative things to be done on the go. The fourth one is inspiration for the competitors. It is inspired by the some creation of other companies such as Starbucks, E Plus, and many more. It's also inspired by the concept of human body, where they are sweating at hot surrounding, and we came up with the idea to reduce the temperature of hot drinks by having the cooling system. And it also inspired by the endothermic and exothermic reaction of the thermodynamics. And we proceed to the vision and to the potential innovation, where our company vision is we tends to improvise due to the technological advancement and demand to produce our environmental friendly products. The business model is to the growth of the food and beverage industry such as cafe and restaurant. Our marketplace can be expanded in the increment of this industry. We're targeting to sell our products in potential cafe and supermarket. Our campaign, we can make campaign by displaying our product in social media as our medium to promote our product effectively, such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Our group of potential customer is, first one is workers. They need to save their time rather than to mixing their own drink. The second one is the busy student, where they're eager to keep items with a stylish design and convenient to them. The third one is coffee lovers, where they have better tumbler that more than coffee shop can offer, where it comes with interesting design and interesting features. And the fourth one is coffee shop, where most of the targeting consumer tend to spend most of their time in cafe and coffee shop to get their favorite beverage. And that's all from me. Thank you. We move on to the new product development process. We have 6 steps, which is idea generating, idea screening, market survey, concept development, market testing, and lastly for commercialization. In idea screening, to brainstorm and looking for a new ideas about the new product. So the ideas is from the regular tumbler that does not have any special features that can only hold liquid to drink. So we converted this regular tumbler um, and put a new invention and development, which is we think that the regular tumbler is so outdated and boring. In screening, it is to accept the opinion and suggestion from co-workers and customers. The idea comes from the problem arise among the hot beverage drinker as the drink will slowly losing heat to the surrounding. So for our product, which is ChemiTumbler, we have considered two technology, which is by using electrical coil and using chemical thermodynamic reaction. For electrical coil, we have identified a problem which is will use abundance of energy, and we counter it by using chemical thermodynamic reaction, which is only use a chemical reaction to heat or cooling the. So next, for the market survey, we have conducted a market survey and the So for the market survey, we have succeeded in collecting 120 response from our survey. Since our target customer is among student and worker in Shah Alam, we have choose the survey to the nearby coffee house in section 13 Shah Alam, McDonald's cafe in section 2 and 7. In concept and development, we have to test the customer feedback on the whole idea of the new product. So the SWOT analysis must be conducted in this stage to investigate the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats that present in the market. So we can uh, do some improvement and on our product. So rough ideas whether it is the rough ideas whether the new product can give interest for people to buy our product. So we move on to market testing, which is we doing the test on market for a small group of people or target customer. It is to avoid the profit loss due to the production of the new product. So from the market testing, we can know that people will like or dislike our product. So then the product can be introduced and allowed to penetrate the market. So lastly, for commercialization, the product will be introduced and allowed to penetrate into the market. So then we can gain the profits from our hard work during the early stage.
To explain about product design and features of first one is features of ChemiTumbler. Actually, we take analogy of human body that produce sweat when they are hot. So from this analogy of sweating, we have created our self-heating tumbler design. And for the second one, for the self-cooling, we actually take analogy of human body, which is hot during fever, but we feel cool deep inside. So analogy, we have created our product. So the first one, let me explain about self-heating. Actually, the self-heating is designed by having a chemical exothermic reaction. The reaction actually is involve calcium oxide mixed with water in order to produce calcium hydroxide and heat. This heat is produce up to a boiling point according to Sri Ram 2017. For self-cooling, we actually take the concept of chemical endothermic reaction, the reaction between ammonium chloride and water, which produce heat to be absorbed or to be cooled down to freezing point. The next one, I will explain to you about 2D drawing. The slide here shows a front view of ChemiTumbler. As you can see, the bottom part consists of a chemical compartment in which is separated. The left side contain ammonium chloride, in which will be used for self-cooling. The right side compartment consists of calcium oxide, in which will be used for self-heating. The tumbler contain a tube at the side of it, in which if we pull either side, the left or right one, the chemical compartment will be open, and the water from the body, the outside of the body, will fall to the chemical compartment to produce chemical endothermic or exothermic, depend on which side of the tip that is open. For the left tip, if we pull, it will produce a cold drink. For the right tip, if we pull it, it will produce a hot drink. The body consists of beverage compartment at the inside of the tumbler, and at the outside of the tumbler, the outer part consists of water compartment, in which is used in the chemical reaction with the chemical. The upper part consists of tumbler lid, in which we need to slide it to open and bring it. So this is top view of ChemiTumbler. As you can see, it shows a tumbler lid, in which we need to slide down to bring. This is a left view of ChemiTumbler. It's actually the same as the front view. Next one, I will explain to you about 3D drawing. So actually, I draw this drawing by using AutoCAD 2012. As you can see, the slide shows 3D drawing of the tumbler, in which the bottom part consists of chemical compartment, as I said just now, and the 2D drawing. The left tip, if you can see, if we pull it, it will produce a cold drink. And the body compartment, the body is made of stainless steel, and the tumbler lid, as before, it need to be slide to drink. This one is the open lid, open cover tumbler, and this one we have hide the body part, so that you can see the cover and the bottom compartment. So there are some limitation of our tumbler, in which had been mentioned before by Umira just now. Actually, this chemical can only be used once. So this means the chemical need to be changed each time the drink they want to each time they want to use it, they want to reuse it. So this will encounter some issues related to safety and inconvenient to the user. Okay, next one, to solve the problem of the cartridge and the issues related to safety and inconvenient cost to the consumer, we have designed a cartridge. This cartridge is actually the same concept that's been used by a printer. So if you can see, the left side of the bottom compartment is inserted with ammonium chloride cartridge, in which will be used for self-cooling, and the right side of the bottom compartment consists of calcium oxide cartridge, in which will be used for self-heating system. So the cartridge is actually been provided for free. The For the first time buy, we provide 20 cartridge for first time buy. But if it had been used, they need to buy the replacement cartridge, in which we also sell it for the price of 10 ringgit for 20 cartridge. We can have a more convenient. So next one is opportunity to expand. This technology of self-heating and self-cooling, by having the concept of endothermic and exothermic reaction, can be used to make a polystyrene cup. This polystyrene cup can actually be sold to the third party, such as instant Maggi and instant coffee, through B2B concept. So next one, I to explain about prototype and test marketing.
For the prototype of our tumbler, we can make it from a polystyrene cup and plastic bottle. The inner compartment of the drinks can use only a small plastic bottle, which is 500 milliliter bottle. The outer layer of the tumbler that contain water to be mixed with chemical, we can use a plastic bottle, which is a 1.5 liter bottle. And the bottom compartment that locates the chemical can use a polystyrene cup. And the last one is the outer tumbler, also need to be covered with the polystyrene. Next is the test marketing. The test marketing is conducted for us to know whether how is the product, how is the feedback of the product, is it good or rejected by the customer before the launch of our ChemiTumbler. So we have decided to conduct the test marketing for our new product at coffee shops around Kota Kemuning, Shah Alam, which is at Starbucks, McCafe Kota Kemuning, and the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf Gamuda Walk. So these are the areas that are a lot of offices, companies, factories, and residential area who there are more people. There are a lot of people who likes to have their coffee on the go, like the workers in the companies. They are all tend to go to McCafe and Starbucks to have a drive-through coffee, which is coffee on the go. So this is since our target market is the workers, coffee lovers, and students. So we think that this location is the most suitable to conduct our test marketing.